shit rolling. Some of them blue like the ocean. Already knew I was chosen. I just be grinding, stay focused. And this shit don't know we loaded. I had to stop talking.
Yo, welcome to The Grind. Magati is your host. And this is a new series that I am inviting you to join me on. Without wasting much time, basically what I'm doing is I'm growing a tiny ass account, which happens to be on $20 right now. And I'm not gonna say I'm gonna grow it to some spectacular amount, but what I plan on doing with this is I plan on making enough money, and with that money I'm going to fund an account, which would be a prop firm, and then I get money from that prop firm and I just grow it into a bigger amount and just add more money to that, and we just grow our empire. So this is episode 1 of The Grind. So welcome to The Grind. The grind is not necessarily about making a certain dollar amount in a little space of time. It's just about documenting the actual journey and showing you the ups and downs and being transparent as hell. So welcome, right? Currently I have a $20 account, and you might be asking, why are you starting with $20? Why can't you start higher? Because I don't have money. Right? I don't have money, and that's why I feel as though my input in this space is very important, because I know that there'll be someone looking at this probably in 5 years time or 2 years time, whatever time you see this, or even right now. You can see the transition from where I am to who I will be, and you can see a step-by-step process in how I actually amassed my wealth, right? So with that being said, man, I got a $20 account and I plan on getting some money on this. And right now I've currently had 2 trades, but in this video I'm going to be focusing on the first trade, which happens to be Euro JPY, right? So I managed to make $3.75 cents on this, and my risk at the time was $5, because I was still just getting ready. I was still just feeling the tone of the account, so naturally this was what I got, and I'm going to break down this trade. But before I even break that down, right, I've been rambling so on what this is. I want to talk about something important in psychology, which would be changing your identity, fundamentally changing your identity from that of a trader or a money maker or a gambler. I know none of us identify as gamblers most of the time. If you do, you have a lot of problems, but that's besides the point, right? Most of us see ourselves as traders, and we have this inclination to always want to trade, always want to get into setups, always want to do a lot of things, right? But I'm here to say that it's time we change that from being a trader to being a capital protector, right? Because being a capital protector is different in the sense that instead of entering every setup, every moment you see something, and those moments where you see a setup but you're not really confident in it, as a capital protector you look at the downsides, right? You look at the pros and cons, and you actually look at it pragmatically and say, okay, is this actually a setup that a capital protector would get into? Because if we look at it this way, our main objective is always to protect our money. Risk management is the most important thing when it comes to trading, and that's not the first part that everyone is taught. Instead, we're taught about how you should be able to analyze the market, and yes, it's true, that's a very important thing. But you notice that you never actually end up growing because you keep moving in circles, right? You keep moving in circles. And why do you keep moving in circles? Because your risk management is an issue. So that's the one thing that we have to fix. That's enough information for now. I hope that helps. Shift your mindset. I'm not even going to get into how you should shift your mindset. You know how to do it. Shift your mindset from a money maker to a money protector. Because once you become a money protector, you start looking at the market differently. Instead of using your brain to align with the bias that you wanted initially, now you can use your brain as a tool to actually scrutinize your setup. Now you're playing devil's advocate. You're like, why are you worthy of why is this setup worthy of me pressing the button? Why is this setup worthy of me getting into it, right? Instead of always just wanting to plunge yourself into setups, now you can actually scrutinize and see whether it's worthy of getting into. And I'm telling you, that will save you a lot of money. So yeah, that was the grind, that was the rumble, that was the psychology part of everything. Now we're gonna go into market analysis. Thank you for listening. Market structure. Arguably the most important part of trading. Market structure. Let's keep it very, very simple. So we know that we have three types of trends, right? We have a downward trend, we have a consolidation, and then we have an upward trend. So what makes up a downward trend? Let's keep it simple. It's basically a series of highs, okay? This right here, this would be our high. That creates a range. A range doing what? A range going down, okay? So this right here would be our low. And what we seek to see is a retracement. And once that retracement happens, we expect to see a break of the low. So this right here is called a break of structure. So this effectively becomes our new high. New high, okay, which breaks structure. And then after breaking of structure, this effectively becomes our new low. And what do we look to do? We look to see a retracement. Once it retraces back into a premium, this effectively becomes our new high. Once this becomes our new high, we look to see a break of this structure. Once this breaks structure, we effectively have a new low. And then we retrace back into a premium and the cycle continues. Okay? So that's what a downtrend essentially is. And this is what market structure is. Over here we have a consolidation. We're not getting into it. But you would notice that the same signatures that we see over here are what would be happening within a consolidation. But this is not what we're actually focusing on today. Let's move on to an uptrend, okay? So, same things. We have our low, okay? We have our low, forms a high, retraces into a discount. Once this breaks structure, this becomes our new low. This right here becomes our new low. And then, once this is broken, this becomes our new high. This right here becomes our new high. And then we retrace once again. And this becomes our new low. Okay? Once we break structure again, then this becomes our new high. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Simple. That's what market structure is. Let's not overcomplicate it. Okay? All right, so let's divert our attention to actual price action. So usually before I find a setup, I need to understand the overarching idea that the market is giving us. And over here, I noticed that price was going up. Generally, price was kind of going up, but it was slowing down. So what do I notice? I noticed that we had a swing over here, okay? And this swing resulted in price emphatically going down. And guess what happened? I hope you can spot it. We had a break of structure over here, right? And it was emanating from this swing over here. Once we grabbed structure over here, we noticed that we had a retracement into a premium zone. Let's put some lipstick on this chart just to give us an idea of what I'm saying. We see that we had a retracement, okay? And then we see that we had a move down and then a retracement into a premium. Within this premium, we see that liquidity was taken. And that was the premise for my idea. Not only that, but I have a strategy known as the silver bullet. So what's the silver bullet? Basically what it is this first candle gets printed. Followed by that, I look to see a sweep of these highs, okay? And then I expect the second candle to close within its range. And what I look to do is I use the third candle to target these lows. And this was on a weekly, so things were already looking good. considering that price had already retraced into a premium and we had already taken liquidity, I knew that price had the inclination or the idea of going down. And we confirmed this through the daily. So we are on the daily. And as we can see over here, we had a retracement into premium, grab of liquidity, and guess what happens next? Same thing I was talking about. We have this massive range, okay? And we see that we had a break of structure over here. And what happened? We see a retracement. So these are our signatures. We have a high, okay? We break structure. We form a low. And then what? We retrace into a premium. And once we retrace into that premium, we see that price has the inclination of going down. But before that, I want to bring our attention to this once more. We have yet another silver bullet on the daily, okay? First candle gets printed. Second candle grabs the high, closes within the range, and we look to target the lows via the third candle. But this was extra confirmation because we got into a daily fair value gap and we got into premium of this range, okay? So this was a high probability trade because market structure was being respected on the weekly, which caused this retracement into a premium. We grabbed this weekly liquidity, and due to this, we see a move down. We see breaks of structure once more on the daily, and we yet again see a retracement. Now, next, all I'm looking for is confirmation. I'm looking for confirmation on the 1 hour. And guess what we see? Something similar again. Once we get into this liquidity being the daily fair value gap, we notice that price ends up going down and it breaks structure, okay? After breaking structure, we retrace. Now, as you can see over here, this pair did not necessarily retrace all the way into the premium zone because we already established that this is a continuation. It's not necessary for us to always get into a premium zone, right? Because energy is already in our favor. So what we did was we grabbed liquidity. And once we grabbed liquidity, we see that price ended up going down, right? But that's not all. We go down to a 15-minute and we yet again see the same market structure signatures, okay? So after grabbing liquidity over here, we have a high, of course, and then we break structure, forming our low. And guess what price did? It retraced back up. We can see it more clearly on a 5-minute. We notice over here that price obviously grabbed liquidity, retraced down, okay? Moved down and then retraced back up. And what you could have done is you could have entered right here. Could have entered right here with your stop loss above this, okay? And you would have targeted a 1 to 2. Could have easily targeted a 1 to 2. Sorry, this is an inverse. I didn't mean to pick this thing, but you get the idea. Stop loss over here, and you easily target your targets. Simple. However, when I was in this trade, I only managed to get myself a 1-to-1. And it ended up being a $3 profit because I had only risked $5 on this. Reason being, I already explained. So, yeah, I only managed to get $3 from this. And yeah, otherwise, this was the setup. I hope that the market structure breakdown made sense and you can amass a lot of value from this. Until next time, see you on episode 2 of the grind.